I loves me some 1 degree of chunky B.
Now, I just have to make a comment about Chunky B. Have you ever seen him looking so good?
The panel then includes actress Lady Kazan, comedian Chunky B, and Playboy TV host Julie Strain. Chunky?
What was the question? Come on in. Back it up. I don't care if you're driving a truck, a bicycle, a tricycle, or a unicycle. Come on into the Garage of Love, because we got a guy that runs the comedy scene in Los Angeles. Brian, let's just cut right to the chase.
No, you have to introduce me first.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's sassy. He's got a blazer, and he just came back from a big production meeting. Say hello to the executive producer in the Garage of Love, Gary Adler.
Thank you, Chunky. I just cut
What
to
are we
myself. The Wizard's not here, so I'm doing the knobs tonight. We're drinking the Venice Duck, the Lucky Duck, my favorite.
Always.
All right. Have
Can
we
I just
said enough?
say, Brian's here?
Yeah,
Brian
please.
Moreno. Can I just say,
You want to cut to him?
Just cut right to him.
All right, here we go.
You know, and here's the deal, Brian. You've been here before. I adore you. I love your sassiness, your integrity, your character, your values, your friendship, and your loyalty. But thank you for bringing comedy to the common people of Los Angeles. Do you understand what I'm saying?
All right, let's.
You're very welcome. You know, it's just some people compare me to Superman, and I understand why. I'm gonna get this type of admiration.
Right off the bat, right off the superhero.
You know, more Superman. You know, like I'm the common man by day, you know, flying around saving lives by night.
Okay, when you rip off your tie and your blouse,
Blouse.
you're making people laugh. And you're making people laugh at an institution that everybody in America has been to or has heard of, and it's called the House of Blues. Let's talk about that. The love of House of Blues and the tragedy that's coming down the pike.
Yeah, it is sad. July 31st, I was told last month. I don't even know if this is public yet. I don't know. I haven't searched on. I don't want to read about it. I don't need any more information. July 31st, that'll be it. House of Blues will
They're
be
pulling the plug.
be no mas. Yeah.
Did somebody buy it?
Well, the land isn't owned by them. And remember, the House of Blues maybe maxes out at 2,200 people, and that's not very much.
Right.
For a big band. So Live Nation, who owns the House of Blues, that's, you know, $1 billion conglomerate. They need bigger, they need sexier, they need something more than what it is, and they had been looking for a new venue for quite some time. Ian Schrager Development Company, you know, they're redeveloping all of Sunset. They have a deal in place to build skyscrapers, condos, nightclub.
Time out. Are you trying to tell me that they're actually going to
Tear it down.
and build a condo?
Nightclub.
I hope there's a Quiznos.
I'm worried.
For a second, can you just be serious for a fucking second?
All right, but I like
Quiznos?
Quiznos.
I doubt there'll be any
I'm a
fast
Subway
food.
guy.
Okay.
Okay,
The Hustler store will be gone. Sunset won't be this in 10 years. I don't know. You guys have been in LA a long time. I've been in LA since this. But do you remember Hollywood used to be nothing but those little touristy trinket shops, just a Skid Row, bunch of stripper like heel stores.
Yeah.
Like Hollywood was terrible. And then the Kodak Theater came in, and then
Live,
the
whatever that's
the W Hotel right there,
Right.
or the Lowe's Hotel got built.
The Lucky Strike, all that area.
Yeah, and that everything changed.
I know. Hold
Everything
that
changed.
Adler, turn your mic down a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, you're a little hot.
But
because
the folks at home, they like.
yeah, I know that.
All
But I don't want to.
Hello.
I do not want to disrespect what.
How's that? Better? A little
Yes,
bit
that's better.
All right, I
Brian.
just guessed that was my mic, by the way.
Yeah, good one, Brian.
Yes.
I know what you're saying. The transformation, the corporate world taking over Sunset. Back in the day, when you weren't even living here, you know, you had the rainbow, you had.
Yeah.
Well, the rainbow still rocks out, but
It
I'm
still does.
afraid. I'm afraid how. I mean, places like that, and the Roxy. I mean, the Viper. I mean,
Right.
the Whiskey a Go Go. I think is shutting down. I think. I don't quote me on, but I think so.
Right.
That's
Well, we're talking about
interesting.
the House of Blues. And what I love that you did is when you think of the House of Blues, you think, okay, music, you think blues, you think, the Blues Brothers, Aykroyd, Belushi.
Which I'm trying to get a hold of right now. If
Didn't you
anyone,
start
if
the whole
anyone
thing?
here, yes, I would love to close it down, a main room show with the Blues Brothers. I've reached out to them. I haven't got any response back. I'm trying, but I'm the one guy who has pretty much like I can get a date if I have a solid enough act. I can get a date. I can do a lot of
Who'd
things.
you try to get? Aykroyd? To blow off the dust off his shoes?
They
and
still
Jim
tour
Belushi?
all the time.
Yeah.
They tour all the
Look
time.
into that camera right there because they're big fans of ours.
Brian Moreno, very easy to find me. Moreno online, Moreno, very easy. Reach out. I would love to do one night, a comedy show, close it out with the Blues Brothers doing like a 30, 40-minute set, whatever, but some extravaganza just to shut the building down right. I think that would be like amazing.
Okay, you know me, Adler.
I hear you.
Goosebumps.
Now you're on a mission.
Brian,
We're on a mission.
we're on a mission. We got a full tank of gas and a half a pack of cigarettes. We're
There you go.
Close to
Do you
that.
know they hadn't done comedy in that building in over 6 years since I started my show
That's
there.
my next point.
Yeah.
You brought something special to the Foundation Room. You brought comedy where no one else. And I've been going to that freaking House of Blues for 20 years. And you brought something special to that upstairs where normally the average person couldn't get into the Foundation Room.
No.
You had to know somebody. You had to get in the elevator or up the stairs, and you had a special pass. But you broke the seal. You tore down the wall, and you brought comedy once a month on a Friday to the House of Blues Foundation Room. And once again, let's applaud that.
Right. And that's why Chunky
no,
B is
I
the
mean,
greatest warm-up comedian in the world.
No, Chunky B is Chunky B is wonderful for many reasons.
We're
but
not talking about that. But let's talk about what you set up.
I'm the only free act at the House of Blues. Like I'm the only way you can even get in the House of Blues for free is my show.
How'd you work that out?
I had been in comedy long enough where I knew I needed a show for my own exposure, my own experience, to have something regular, to build fans. And I was on. I had a parts on. I can't even remember. It was like a nothing. It was a nothing part just because I knew the producer. A background
Are you stoned?
part. Yes. But no, the show. But she's a beautiful woman. A Castle. My God.
I was
All
going
right,
to say
right, yeah.
Manimal.
Castle. Manimal actually set the record for the worst TV show in the history of all television, the
Is that-
lowest ratings. Yes, Manimal.
I don't even
was-
believe you
is
brought
why
that
I
up.
reference
Can
it.
we stay focused on
I'm
his
sorry,
train
dude.
of
I'm
thought?
stoned
I have
too.
a lot of extra information for that kind of commentary. So don't worry, Chunky.
Okay, all right,
I got
all
it under control. So
Is it me or is he looking good tonight?
A
Is it
very
me?
handsome man.
No,
You're
I did.
adorable.
I smoked on the way. It was such a long drive. I had a joint.
Don't even worry about that. I
Listen.
just like the fact. Let's get back to the
You're
point,
back to
and I
the-
can tell you
no,
exactly
back
what I'm
to the
talking
point.
about.
I did a bit part on the show. Castle. Met someone there. He's a booker of the House of Blues. A guy who's on the show comes to one of my shows at Flappers. He's like, I like you. You're not really telling jokes. They bring me to the room. There's a guy doing an art mixer there on a Friday. He literally fires a guy in front of me. He's like, it's your room. The guy's like, I have people booked next month. He's like, not anymore.
Wow.
He's like, you have 3 months.
Nice.
Let's see what you can do. The first month is kind of a train wreck, and I don't really remember the second and third. Because I'm like, oh, they're just going to cancel me. That was it. And he's like, all right, you did good. You can have, you can have the rest of the year.
So mostly you're pushing liquor up there.
I don't make $1.
No, I understand, but for
they,
them,
yeah, well, I'm
right.
the warm up. Like to them, I'm a warm up. Comedy's like the warm up to music.
Right.
You get people there, you get them hanging out because the Foundation Room that night they open like it's the rest of the night it's paid, but there's like bands like I think it's $15 a head or something just to get.
Now,
them.
let me ask you: if you went up to the Foundation Room and enjoyed the comedy that you have presented,
Oh, top
are you
notch.
are you allowed to walk to the main house, or you have to go back out and pay?
Well,
to
the
get
main
back in?
stage would be different. The main stage would be a main stage show because it's Friday night.
Right.
Remember, but you can walk throughout the whole Foundation Room because mine's in the Parish Room and
Yeah.
there's other acts and then
Okay.
the bar in the Foundation Room. And there's also the restaurant that you can't. The upstairs, the Foundation Room restaurant, not the chintzy one downstairs.
Okay, now, are you extremely disappointed?
Oh, I'm very sad. And there's no other venue. Like they had another venue lined up downtown, and it fell through. So they think it could be another year, maybe 2. There's another House of Blues, I've been
In
told,
the meantime, we got the Scarlet Lady. I'm just saying.
Do you want to segue into that right now?
Well, I want him to plug the last few shows you got going on and
And I
tell
want-
people
you know
exactly when they can get there and all that stuff. So,
Do it, Brian.
this is what we're here
You know
for.
something? And as
And
you
then
plug,
we'll get to the Scarlet Lady.
as you plug your Adler and I want 5 minutes. He wants 5 minutes before. the
all I
House
have
of
to
Blues.
see is those pretty faces there.
We'll bring
and we'll bring a
all
group.
What do you
the
want to do
crazy people.
remotely? What do you just want to do it from the phone?
No,
the
I want
cell
to be
phone?
on
Is that
stage.
what?
I want to be on stage.
Come
at
on,
the House of
Brian.
Blues.
We already talked about this.
Yeah, it's a done deal.
No,
You
I'm
know
just
that.
making sure, like you're not checking it out. You're not going to pre-record something. Or...
We're going up live, bro.
I've been,
I'll do the fucking opening act. I'll do the opening act.
come on.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's talk dates.
Okay.
Because this is going to air before. This is
This is
you
very
promoting.
important. Yeah, this
Yes.
is very important.
Everybody
it's
focus.
the first Friday of every month. The first Friday of every month from 7:30 to 9:30. It's all free. You can find it at House of Blues Comedy. It's on Eventbrite to get on my email list. I can't tell you the level of comedy. It's hot up and comers. It's extremely experienced comedians. I mean, you got everyone from Neil Brennan, who co-created the Chappelle Show.
Yep.
Down to guys like me. And I
You don't
mean,
know who I love.
No, and I mean that sincerely. Like, there are some of the best. You will see some of the best free comedy on Sunset, maybe in all of LA, and it's the first Friday of every month. So I have like 4 or 5 shows. My last show will probably be my 2-year anniversary, and that'll be a special show. I'll try to do it, and I'm going to try to get some extra dates between now and then.
Okay.
But just so you
I
guys
have
know,
a feeling the Blues Brothers are going to show up.
We need to rehearse. I am such a Belushi. You're such an Aykroyd.
Oh, it's
if you were taller.
I'm going to grow the mustache.
Good for you, motherfucker.
and I'm starting a show at the Improv to take over. It'll be once a month. A show at the Hollywood Improv
And also
on Melrose. Yeah.
Also, the first Saturday of every month at the Scarlet Lady.
And this is amazing.
But I want to let you know,
Thank you.
I'm still taking credit, even though you're doing all the muscle work.
No. Can we put our hands together for Chunky B?
Chunky
please?
B, everybody.
Chunky B, everyone, please.
I'm going to look and do a single of me.
Can we get a
No,
plug?
no.
Tighten up.
I will let you know.
Let me get a single.
Can we go to filter
This guy,
like
Brian.
Rain or something?
Okay,
maybe?
I want to let you know, this guy, Brian, he's doing the Lord's work. Okay, I put this show on. Adler puts a show on. We do a combo show of comedy at the Scarlet Lady, and it's the first Saturday of every month. But double check your local listings because sometimes we'll skip a month if we're out of town. Brian is there bringing the most quality, individual, funny people. So March 7th, this Saturday, you better come to the Scarlet Lady because Big B is bringing the funny. All right? I'm
What's
just taking
the
all the
date?
credit.
March 7th.
March 7th
That's
is
right.
March 7th at the Scarlet Lady in Culver City on Sepulveda near Jefferson.
You'll be there.
You'll be there.
I'll be there.
Big B will be there.
Brian and all his funny people will be
we're
there.
gonna feel-
Will I ever be there?
Nice.
And we're gonna bust this fucker out. Hey, you guys, Chunky B. 1 degree of Chunky B in the garage of love, and you know if you want to get your quack on, you go to Venice Duck. And I'm not even kidding. This is a good beer. Tell your friends. Don't be afraid to get your quack on. Dude, this is actually really
I
good
know.
beer.
It's fucking great beer.
We're so lucky.
Oh, shit. I'm still recording.
Hey, you guys, music provided by Play Up Music. That's playupmusic.com.
I'm comedian Brian Moreno here at 1 degree with Chunky B.
Here's another thing I want to talk to you about.
I might wear an Oscar dress that night.
That would be
What do you
hot.
mean? Really?
Yeah, just, to spice it up. To class up the joint.
I agree.
Heels?
I think that's a smart move.
Jewelry. I don't know what heels. Heels, it's the floors. I don't know if it'll
Let me ask a
it'll
comedy.
it'll
Can I ask a
affect my
serious
walk.
sort of comedy question?
Absolutely.
Do you feel like, besides just hosting, do you get up to other mics and
Me?
do other shows? And
Oh my god.
just tons of them.
well-
Is that your life?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Let's talk
right
about
right after this, right now, I'm gonna drive to the valley, 40 minutes to go do 6-8 minutes at some
The Ha Ha
little-
Hole.
No, the haha, they just opened up a new haha. I haven't been to it, but I hear it's wonderful.
Where are you going?
Chunky killed over there.
It's I think it's called the Green Door in the Valley. The Green Door.
Is it open mic? Or are you?
It's a show, but I think they put up other people. I host an open mic every Monday from 6 to 8. Every Monday for almost 2 years now. I'm up every night. Like my mom got to see me perform for the first time.
Nice.
At the Parlor. It's a wonderful bar show. Every Monday night in Hollywood. And my mom's from Columbia, so like she doesn't. Comedy's not necessarily her thing. And I do this, and I tell this all the time. Like my mom grew up in a place where, like, if your best friend got kidnapped by the cartel, you went out and found a new best friend. You know. Like
really?
You do that 4 or 5 times a summer, you're chiseled steel. Like,
so what did she say? Like, I don't understand.
No.
Like,
she's just like, I see what you're doing. And there was one moment when
George Lopez.
Because I was
George Lopez.
I was set on what I was gonna say. Like I knew because my mom was there and the audience the way it was. Like I had my set, and I opened up to someone saying something, and she mentioned something, but I kept going. And the next day, my mom calls me up. She's like, Brian, I see what you're doing there, but when that woman said what she said, you could have said something funny. I'm like, oh, you're right. I thought that same thing. I thought that. And then she's like, you should probably quit before it's too late. No, I'm just kidding.
No way.
She did not say that. She did not say that.
No. But it was nice. It was nice because it was my birthday on Saturday. I didn't.
Are you serious?
Yes, my birthday. Yes.
Fuck. Do we got anything for him?
Yeah, we probably have something. We got a gift.
We'll get
What something? What makes you laugh?
Entertaining people. Like it really, I find the joy in the eyes when people look at me when I see them get the edge. Like that's what it is. That's like nice. I'm not. It's hard for me to. There's certain comedians when I see interesting point of views that makes me laugh. Whether it's funny or not, I don't know because
intelligence.
Yeah, well, unique point of views. Like I like interesting point of views. I like people who point out things that I didn't see it that, or I didn't think of it that way, or see it that way. I think that's funny. I don't. I think interesting to me is funny.
Here's what bothers me, and I didn't mean to bring it back to me, but I know funny is floating around. It's in his garage. It's walking down the street.
Not right this
in your
second,
car.
but yes, you're right.
No,
in general,
what you got to do is you got to have the ability to grab it and pull it in. It's like magic. Magic is just like floating around. You got to grab the funny, and I want to let you know I've got so much to learn about grabbing the funny. But what I'm excited about Brian being here is he has these storytelling abilities and making it funny that I'm like, what you just said, fuck, I wish I thought of that. And you've been on stage, and I've seen you on stage multiple times.
And you've probably seen me grow a lot too. Like I really just hit my I've had a very good trajectory. I just hit my 3 and a year and a quarter. Like
okay, check this out. I didn't mean to cut you off, and I know I'm talking too much, but I want to say. When you went to Scarlet Lady, and we had a couple people over there, and the room wasn't hot, and you went up there and said, "I'm going to make this hot," and you went up there, and you generated energy. You warmed the room up, and I said, "Thank God he said what he was going to do. He did what he said he was going to do," and you walked off saying, "Oh fuck, I didn't get him," and I was like. Totally blown away. So you're hard on yourself.
I'm very hard, and
that's what I'm talking about.
But I give a lot of thanks. So there's a guy named Michael Q. He's a comedian that does a lot of shows for other comedians where they have to bring people. But he also owns 2 coffee shops where they do open mics. And I've been hosting at this place, Rock Paper on Sunset, for almost 2 years now. It's a shitty open mic. I started at 5:30 because I do 20 minutes to 25 minutes a time sometimes. In front of nobody, in front of 2 people, just the barista. But you learn to talk and to generate conversation and to trust your instincts.
Right.
And you find some funny and you work it out and then you can breathe. And then once you feel like you found and you dig and you become bulletproof, and eventually your skin becomes thick and you kind of know what's funny. And I think of ideas now and I'm like, oh, that's funny. But you have to work it out still. You got to try. And
have you ever really tested yourself and just said, I'm not going to know what the fuck I'm talking. I'm just going up.
Yeah, that's to the point where I'm at now. But I mean, I have an idea of the stories I'm going to tell.
Right.
But I like to make it a little more organic. And I watched a set of mine that was recording my birthday set at the West Side Comedy Theater this Saturday. It was a hot crowd, hot. And I had him, but I watched my set, and there were a couple moments where I'm like, those are wasted words.
Yes.
If I can mine those words, I could be much better.
Yeah.
And I see that. Like, I see where I can improve. And that, to me, that's where, as much as I don't give a fuck, I really do. And that's why it's like, I missed a beat. I had him look right there. Because sometimes you got to let the laughter breathe.
Yeah.
Let the mind catch up. And then you hit him again. You hit him again. Like, I've seen guys like Chris D'Elia consistently make people fall out of the chair. You know?
That is so true. You remember that one set we did at the Scarlet Lady, and I did about my saggy balls?
The funniest 5 minutes I've ever heard.
Oh, my
And I
goodness.
watched it like multiple times.
How funny is it?
And what Brian just said was like, there's gaps where I could have just shut my mouth or not said so many syllables.
Yeah,
And let
but
the
you
story-
fit a lot of funny into 5 minutes. Give yourself a little credit.
Thank you for being so kind. And by the way, the blazer, I love it. I know you were at a production meeting.
Hang on, let me cut to it. There it is.
Look at that fucking blazer, Brian. Look at that fucking blazer.
It's pretty nice.
For the Masters, a production meeting for the Masters?
Yeah.
And by the way, speaking of paved over streets that get changed, we saw in our lifetime here in LA,
Who's-
Abbot Kinney completely getting changed.
Oh.
Right? Playa
Abbot-
Vista completely going to be changed.
Yeah.
All these places will change.
Abbot
just
Kinney's
like
almost
Sunset Boulevard.
unmanageable now.
Yeah, it's crazy talk. over
You
there.
can't even
But
go to Abbot Kinney anymore.
to bring this conversation full circle, is where
Yeah.
I bought my blazer.
On Abbot Kinney?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's where you're fucking going.
Yeah. I was like, did it just catch up? Like,
Hey, Brian,
Dude, I'm behind.
I want to let you know that's an expensive blazer, but I guarantee it was on sale.
no, it's sharp. It's sharp.
By the way, you're so right. It was on sale. It's like
sharp.
70% off.
But it screams Boca Raton. It screams Boca Raton.
I think it's more It's more Aventura. It's more Aventura.
Wait a second. Is that on
Oh,
camera?
that looks
The
Boca to me.
blues?
That blue looks Boca to me.
It's Boca Blue.
My stepdad would wear that with a.
I got a boat named Boca
Tommy
Blue.
Bahama.
He used to dance under the name Boca
Yeah,
Blue.
that's me. Give me my pole.
Okay, Chunk, let's wrap this shit up, brother.
All right, listen. Can we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Can we just come back?
In a positive way. Let's
Yeah.
plug.
Yeah. Okay. Check it out. First of all, we can't do anything without the duck, Venice duck. We're drinking a blonde today. John Henry Binder and Christian Warren, you're awesome to us, and we'll never ever stop drinking the duck. We've got Gary Adler from Four Eyed Films
In
and
my blazer.
in your blazer, and you're rocking the Game Show Network, which is just phenomenal.
Super fun.
Moreno, Brian, you are blazing a path for young and up and coming comedians. Are you wasting time out? Are you in the middle of a podcast and you're texting somebody?
No. He's filming us to use his promos. later.
I was
He's
taking.
a
I
smart guy.
was taking notes on like your
You're-
behavior.
Okay, here's some. I know we're going to wrap this up, but there's a couple more things I want to talk about.
All good.
How's Sean? What's his name?
Sean Leary.
Leary.
Oh, he's wonderful. Sean is one. Sean will be at the Scarlet Lady. On,
Another one?
On March
Absolutely.
7th, Saturday night at
Yes.
8:30
The
p.m.
babe. He's
Okay,
our clean. He closes it down every time.
I know, and I want you to bring some new people.
I
Don't
always
bring-
do.
Okay, I
No?
know. But there was a chick over there. Thank God she's hot.
Jen, no, she's done. She
Who, the
just
cute
asked.
Native American girl? The cute Native American girl?
No, that's not his.
No,
that's not his camp.
Oh,
No,
I love her.
that's not his camp.
Yeah.
No. I know who that is. I don't. I feel bad for that one.
No. It's all good. It's all good.
No, she's done. No, her performance. She's been very underwhelming, and it's fine. No, I get. You don't have to say any more. It's no must.
No. Say anything you want. I want you to look into that camera.
There's something else.
Pitch like the wind, my friend, because you're fucking awesome.
Strictlyhumor.com.
Don't look at me. Look into that camera.
Strictlyhumor.com. This is going to be a new place. It's a hybrid social media blog for anyone who's got, say, 500 to 1 million YouTube users or followers, anyone who constantly develops content, because it's a site for original content with a social media side where you can highlight your Facebook feeds, your Facebook fan page. You can highlight your Twitter, your Instagram, depending on what you are, famous for. And there's also like a higher rev share. If you uploaded the servers, it's 80-20. And the rev shares is totally different. So it's self-driven traffic so far because it's not even live yet, but it's something I've been working on.
Like he's
Gosh,
building a better mousetrap.
This is probably
I love
7-8 months, and they've developed. They've put a lot of money in the development of this.
Can you help us?
Yes, absolutely. And you'll have a new home there, and it'll be a fully functional home where you can highlight all the other stuff you're doing in one place.
Gotcha.
You
That's
can
awesome.
highlight your website. You can highlight your Facebook fan page.
You put it all in one spot.
Yes, and you can have your videos, everything.
That will help Chunky because then he can just say one thing.
That's it. And it'll be
Yeah.
strictlyhumor.com/1 degree of Chunky B, or however you want to do it.
All right.
Every,
Look at that
it's
camera and just say one more time.
strictlyhumor.com. It's not even live yet. This is, and it will be big, I promise. And I want to do it across platforms. I want to do strictly sports, strictly fashion. For like the high school athlete, trying to promote himself, or the college athlete trying to promote himself.
I think we got the next somebody here.
I've been working on
I like this
Did I
cat.
express that? Okay.
Brian, thank you for being here.
I love you guys
Adler.
very much. The
Brian
pleasure's
Moreno.
been all mine. You guys are
Check this out.
men amongst boys. Men amongst boys.
I think
for
he just
legal
said we
reasons,
were-
I can't comment.
I'm pretty sure he just called us old.
Yeah. In the Garage of Love, you're watching and listening to 1 Degree of Chunky B. Brian Moreno is an awesome individual. He's funny, and he fucking rocks the comedy scene in Los Angeles. Across the table is Gary Adler, executive producer of Love.
Thank you. And thank you
Four-Eyed
for the Lucky
Films.
Duck. Delicious.
We're missing the Wizard of the Knobs. He's probably in the desert eating mushrooms and asking his girlfriend to marry him for the third time.
Oh, he would have had a good question for me.
That's right. That's right. You know something?
You should have
I
had
remember-
him phone one in. That's too
Okay,
bad.
Let's think of a question for him. I got one.
You do?
Do you think aliens are funny? Do you think aliens have a sense of humor? That's the question.
Well, that's an interesting question, because you think even in a society that would be based just on like intellectual thought, there would have to be some level of some kind of poopy humor, or somebody, if an alien farted, they'd have to, other guys would laugh. You know what I mean? There'd have to be, there has to be some kind of alien fart. And I think farts are universally funny. Right?
Everybody farts.
Right? So I think,
my
yes.
God.
I say if they fart, yes.
All right, listen to me. Listen to me.
love it.
That's why this gentleman, Brian, is always welcome in the Garage of Love. I'm Chunky B. That's Brian. That's Adler. We are DONE. Guys,
Thank
we're going
you,
to House of Blues, bro. We are going to the House of Blues.
Very good.